Hello, how you doing? Can you hear me all right? Absolute I thought I'd scheduled the stream for next week and then I realised it's today. So I thought better come on here and just do a bit of playing. Alright, let's go. What have I been doing? Let's have a look. Melodic minor, I'm afraid, guys. Right, so yes, I thought the live, I'll get this light on actually. I thought the live, I'd scheduled it because I was testing stuff out last night. Because apparently the stream had been coming out low quality. What's the visual quality like of this stream? Is it alright? That was fire. Right, I'm glad that was fire because I'm only really just seriously, this is the first time I've properly played the melodic minor in anger. So I'm just having to really put like a pure melodic minor backing track on, which isn't the best thing to listen to in the world, I know. And then just start getting familiar with the positions. So I kind of, I started off like, I've known it for ages, like 3 notes per string badly in one key. But it's really confusing to move it. I was moving it in different keys the other week and I was just so confused. And then there's this system I've got now where what you do is you learn like one position, but starting it with different fingers. So like in A we would have that, and then the next one you would start with your second finger. Oh, it's just right here. The rule being is you can't exceed the first finger line. That's the rule. And then we repeat that in the next position on A, and you just have to do it on the 6th and 5th strings and you get pretty good coverage. So in this case this would have to be, and then we're not exceeding that first finger. Oops. And you get quite good coverage of the fretboard there. And then the idea is that you shouldn't get lost because you know where the root notes are. But I think what we're going to do is let's just, like, I'm really going out on a limb here. I'm interested to see what happens if I put some chromatic stuff in. Oh. Let's try a different key. All right. How we doing? Who have I got here? Ashish, how you doing? I should launch a course. Well, I should launch a course. I think the thing with courses is, basically I'm trained as a music coach. Problem with courses could be a quick way to make money, but how many people do actually complete online courses? And statistically, it's between 3 to 7%. So yes, I could do that, people would make it, but would they finish it and would they benefit from it as much as they could? Probably not, and they would dip into it. I think the best thing to do is just come for a one-to-one lesson with me, if it's a guitar lesson that you're wanting. If not, I highly recommend something different, which is having a music coach and doing a music coaching session where I help you facilitate the skills that you already have, because you would be surprised at what skills you have and what leverage they can actually get you to achieve the goals that you want. So if it's kind of shredding like me, the way that I learned to do this, you might find really boring and uninteresting, and that's absolutely fair enough. So I think the key thing is, what we're doing here, I think the key thing is to learn from a point of what you're interested in, that is also going to serve the purpose of connecting you to the world in a meaningful way with the cliche thing that everybody says is your unique voice, which is important. Because there isn't a silver bullet, but the silver bullet, you know, if there is one, then it's basically the energy that you have to learn and what you're interested in, not what you think you should be learning in order to achieve a goal, because that's just painful. So if you're interested in that, I highly suggest a coaching session with me. Yeah, do like and do subscribe. Don't often use the melodic minor, that's why it's all over the place. Alright, so Auditron, how much is it per session? Right, so it depends what you want to do. There are two options, which I'll come to. something like that. I don't know, Pat Metheny Lick. Boom. Right, coffee time. So, Autotron, oh, that's very nice. You want to feature me on a track? Very good. 3 ways I can help you. So, if you're wanting to make music, like make a track, there is my coaching group. Okay, so there's that to join. There's one-to-one coaching session where we just find out basically what it is you want to do and then action plan that and overcome any problems that might be stopping you. Very important. And then there's actually, you can just like come for a guitar lesson if that's what you want, or a music production lesson, so to speak. So there's actually 4 things. So pricing wise, you pay for the coaching group. It's a monthly fee, and every week you meet up and there's like 4 in the group. So there's 4 in the group, and the session usually lasts an hour and a half to 2 hours on a Monday evening UK time, and that's at 8 o'clock. So it's 8 o'clock UK evening time. And for a month, so you would get 4 of those sessions, that's like 8 hours contact time with me. That would be $257 a month for that. And you will learn bulletproof creative habits that will have you making tons of music and releasing it. So that's the first thing. Other than that, if it's a guitar lesson you want in coaching or anything else that's one-to-one, that's just $75 for the half hour. Sorry, for an hour, beg your pardon. $75 for an hour, not half an hour. That would be ridiculous. So that's the pricing. So if you're interested in that, right? My email is tim@timhodge.uk. So yeah, so basically 75. Do you focus on scales when improvising over chord tones? No, I focus on chord tones. I have a little system I use. And I use my ear, you know. You listen. So actually there's a number of ways to do it. Sometimes I'll target pentatonic notes, sometimes I'll target sort of triads, sometimes I'll target chord tones. It all just depends on kind of what's happening. But actually a lot of the time I'm not really aware of what I'm doing. I think like when you're thinking of chord tones and you're thinking about the music and you're analysing it when you're playing, it becomes very designy, doesn't it? Whereas I like to be a little bit freer than that. I really like to jump out into the unknown. Right, okay. So Autotron or anybody else, if you're wanting to email me for music group, music production, guitar lessons, coaching. Coaching is the thing I recommend because that will get you clarity on what you want to do. Like music for me, it's about making your positive connection to the world. But what is that? Once we understand what that is, And when we understand what we have unique to bring to the table, then it's a lot easier to work towards that. There tends to be more motivation, I find, rather than, oh, I saw Hutch playing like the melodic minor scale, I want to do that now. But then actually not realising why you're doing that, to connect. I've got the energy to do that now simply because for now, the way that I connect with the world isn't articulate enough. So I need to expand my vocabulary. So I'm looking at ways to do that. And over the last sort of year or so, we've seen more chromaticism going into my playing, more fusion-y kind of things happening. And this is just to become more articulate. I studied jazz for a year. Now all I play is classical. I forgot how to improvise. All right. Fair enough, John. I mean, it just sounds like you go with your interest, which is fine, you know. And I mean, experiencing, like, everything's a good thing, you know. And obviously studying jazz is a good thing. Like, you know, I did that years and years ago. I had my jazz stint and neoclassical stint and rock, you know, like I've been through a lot of different phases. And then as a producer, I've done every genre of house music. Well, actually, I've done every genre. I've been dubstep, hip hop, everything over the years. I've produced in pretty much every style. So, and that's part of learning, isn't it? To experience one thing. One thing to be aware of in terms of being an artist is that for value, okay, and I'm talking actually in monetary terms, it's better to specialize rather than to generalize. This is what I find definitely in music production, you know. I mean, you'll have people who can write, you know, in all styles, but it's just very general, you know, like, oh, here's a track for Robbie Williams, and like here's like a kind of like dance track for, I don't know, some like Ed Sheeran or something like that, and they're all of a certain standard, but not necessarily anything that specializes. And then those people might actually then have a hit, and then they become the go-to dance guy for that particular thing in the pop world. But then we have like different levels. So you'll have the generalizer, and then you'll have the guy who specializes, and the value goes up. So somebody who specializes, like, right, I'm drum and bass, and you do everything that's drum and bass, and you kind of produce in that style. And you might have like one sort of little sound that you change, and it can almost be, by changing one sound in electronic music, you can quite easily make a subgenre. So that's when you sort of specialize. But I think fundamentally, you know, then you want to be somebody who has the ability to transcend. So it doesn't matter what you do, whether you're playing guitar, whether you're producing a piece of music electronically, that actually your creative DNA is in there and recognizable. And that when you can do that, then it's kind of uniquely yours. And then you become the only provider of that music. So therefore, everybody who likes your music, they can only get it from one place. And that's how your value goes up. It's like the Seth Godin thing, you know, you only need 1,000 true fans. And if they buy into everything that you do, you can actually technically make a living out of that. So, and to technically make a living out of that, you need to be providing something that's unique, that gets the interest of those 1,000 people, I suppose. Which is why I don't do courses. It's because it would be a very general course. And I think because I'm trained as a coach and also an educator, teacher then, I prefer to be in a room with somebody, because you need, like, if somebody doesn't get it, right, then you need to be able to readapt what they're wanting to learn so it kind of clicks with them, you know. And I don't want to say that when you're teaching somebody they are a particular way when they learn. I don't really buy into that pigeonholing, because I don't like the idea of people saying, oh, I'm a visual learner and I can't learn any other way, which you get that, then that belief becomes very concrete, and that's just not true. I mean, like I've really suffered with dyslexia as a school. It like really messed me up, and it was basically music that saved me. Now you would think that maybe I only could learn in one way, and that's just not true. You know, I learned from reading books, and you know that wouldn't be a thing, because you know I would struggle with that. I learned from visual diagrams. You know, I learned from playing the guitar. So I'll pull from a number of resources to learn particularly one thing, and again, that's when I say there isn't a magic bullet. The magic bullet is you and what you're interested in. You know, I absolutely love, I don't know if I've got it. I have, hold on. So, what I'll do is get, I haven't got one. I haven't got the book that I was doing this with. But like, let's say I would get like this book with tablature, for melodic minor, for a scale that I don't know, and it's like a load of licks and stuff. And what I'd do is I would look up the scale on here, and I would read the tablature or the music, and then imagine playing the actual thing on here. And I found that to be like super beneficial, like really good. So yeah, another way to learn when you haven't got your instrument. As a beginner, starting to play standing up, Ibanez electric guitar, when some tips help to adjust my left arm, it hurts bad and feels on. Right, you don't have to play standing up, right? Footstool. Sit down. And put the guitar this way. And this pretty much emulates where the guitar would sit when you've got a strap on. Yeah, that didn't sound right. So, in the classical position. So you can try that. You need to be very careful, because it sounds like you're picking the neck up as well with that left hand. The guitar should be balanced. This hand shouldn't have to like push the neck up in any way. And also, it sounds like you've got a lot of tension built in that arm. So a good tip, actually, Intervals has mentioned this off his physio. Instead of, you probably tense like this because you've got the strap on. Relax your shoulder. Just feel that shoulder in the joint and let it just drop. Because when you do that, your arm will go into the correct kind of position as well. See that? Like if I'm like this, everything's like tense, isn't it? If I'm like that, even the hand posture changes. And we're in that nice classical position. It's cool to do the rock thing as well. So that's yeah. So you need to be careful with that, because you don't want an injury, and you shouldn't be aching when you're playing guitar. There shouldn't be any pain, and you should be relaxed. This is one of the great lessons of playing an instrument: is economy of motion and learning to relax. Hi there, Lance. Anyway, it was just a quick stream today, right? Thanks everybody for coming on. Do hit the like button. That's important. And I've got to go now. So I'll see you. It's scheduled for Monday next week. So that's what I'm planning. All right. Bye for now. Oh, and if you're interested in any of the services, guitar lessons, coaching, music production, coaching group, music coaching group, give me a shout.